Hi everyone, welcome to this reaction to Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the copy abilities and co-op trailer. This is the newest trailer that just dropped this morning. It literally dropped when I was about to go to class, so we're gonna go and react to it. This is a semi-blind because I was actually like half asleep when I saw this and I didn't watch too much about it. So this will be semi-blind reaction to what we're gonna watch. So I hope you guys all enjoy. I will be kind of pausing in between to give like my thoughts and feelings as we go along in the video. So I hope this trailer is really good as I remembered it this morning. Okay, let's do this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, here's Kirby. He's going. Oh, I love the music. Okay, so we got our typical copy abilities. Oh, that's a new animal. Okay, tornado. Wind is back. Tornado slash. Okay, our usual suspects are here. Pretty exciting. Oh, Waddle Dee's back. Oh, sick. Oh, wow. Look at that upgrade. I wonder if that animal friend... I think those animal people or beings are like evil. Oh, we have a new Kirby character. I heard that their name is Elflin? Elflin? Oh my god. Fishing. Cafe. Ooh, gotcha system. Okay. I'm liking what we see so far. Very open world. Very open world. You can just like roam through everywhere. New ability. Drill, huh? Okay, drill. I'm liking. It's like a pompadour. Kirby's got a gun! There he goes. My guy has a rifle. Oh my god. Oh, a new variant of Wispy Woods. Okay, Kirby goes into a Dark Souls level. Kirby goes into Splatoon 3. Once again, we have Meta Knight. Wow, that was a lot to unpack. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that was so much to unpack. Okay, so I'll just kind of go along what we've seen. So we have Kirby and he's flying through. Okay, so there was a lot to unpack in that. So we'll just go through the video again in mute to see like what really happened. So it seems to me that we have this like little guy who's like this little animal. I think these are the enemies because we saw earlier in this shot, this animal creature is chasing Waddle Dees into cages. So it must be that these animals are evil, or at least like they're the bad guys, and they're trying to capture all of the usual suspects, like your Waddle Dees, your Waddle Doos, probably have kidnapped DDD. We haven't actually seen, you know who we were missing? We haven't seen DDD at all. Like, DDD is nowhere to be found. It's only been Meta Knight. So maybe like, well, we've seen Bandana D, which I don't know why everyone is so hyped for that little guy, but I'm so glad that people like him. Personally, me, if I were to choose like a Kirby character to come in and like hang out with, I think I enjoy DDD the most. I think I enjoy DDD a lot. So we see that these like crows are kidnapping the Waddle Dees. We also have this new character here. Elflin, I think, is their official name. It seems like they're just like a partner character, maybe. They're like kind of the ribbon of this game. So very exciting what they could help with. But we saw earlier that they did get kidnapped. So, oh my god, so cute. I love that they basically revamped the original aesthetic from Star Allies and really expanded upon it. It is so well done. How much more they've done with this. Like just like the extra shading, a little bit more popped, like a little bit more popped colors, but muted in some parts of the backgrounds, like you can see here. Also, this is a really I really like that this movie theater's here because I don't know if you guys have ever seen. I'll put it up on screen right now. There is a Rement. Rement is like these little figurines And I literally was looking at the movie. There's like a movie theater house that you can get. And they use like very similar aesthetic to this. Very similar aesthetic. Same with this. Like a lot of this is like the Kirby Cafe aesthetic that I really like. Very, very exciting. It seems that we have like a Waddle Dee town. So I kind of want to go over the little details. I'm just kind of bouncing back and forth. We see like we have like this Waddle Dee town. Or like this is our like main hub. So we got like this little Waddle Dee with like a little hat. He probably runs a cafe. Oh, that's very cute. We even have like a mini game here where it's just you deliver food to Waddle Dees. This is very, very... I think this is like our replacement for like the side mini games that we usually have in Kirby games. So instead of it being like a separate mode entirely, it's all encompassed in one thing. Like that's really cool. Like it's all just in one like hub world, which I find really cool and really fits in with the tone of the open world game that we're going for. Like you can do so much stuff. You can even go fishing in this game. That's awesome. Why is Waddle Dee? That's a new character. I think I like this character. Top trend is sword. So I'm guessing... Oh! I just noticed that there's like a Nintendo System Online membership. So I guess like the top trend is sword must mean that most people in the world that so this must be like an online co-op maybe Kirby game. And I think you could play as like multiple Kirbys. Okay, theory breaking down. Woo, woo, woo. I think that there's going to be online multiplayer in this game. And the reason why I say this is because the fact that there's Nintendo Online membership, there's co-op already, so there has to be couch co-op, so maybe there's online co-op. We've also seen that Nintendo has been really pushing for online co-op, so I think that this Kirby game will actually be an online co-op game, and that's going to be crazy. We also have this leaderboard here. So today's top trend is sword, and we gotta talk about this. I want to talk about this in a separate video, but whenever they give you like these little like, oh, this is what everybody else did versus you, like here's the choices that you make, I always found that really like silly. Like I always found that like not really like it's not my favorite thing. It just makes me I just feel like it's like superficial, but I'm glad it's here. It's the most popular ability in the world right now. We also have a gacha system. So if we just go back, there was like a little gacha system, which is a really, also the way that they do the gacha, we have a reveal of like enemies here, where it's like, we see that there's Kirby, a different kind of Kirby. I think this must be an enemy. I can't, oh no, this is a Waddle Dee with a crow, and that's the cage. That's the enemies. This is the first boss that we saw in the first trailer. So definitely, and also Eflin's here. So very cool, very cool. Also, very good recreation of a gacha like package. We also see this. I just noticed this. Like here, it looks like a post office because there's like a post office looking Waddle Dee here, and we have this little quest thing here. So I think there might be quests in this game. Because why would they have, like, to me, like, the little rolled up piece of paper with, like, the string definitely tells me that there's gonna be quests in this game. Okay, we're gonna go into the warp star. And you could just warp anywhere. So, in this really fast, like, warp scene, we can tell that there's a lot of... This Kirby game is like no other Kirby game. There's, like, these open world city-like areas, very similar to Shiver Star. But instead, they're, like, out in the open, like... They're just, like, abandoned, and this only gives me theories of, like, maybe this world was originally Earth or something. This might be Shiver Star unmelted, I'm thinking. Okay, we're going to the copy abilities already. This little drill is, like, this little pompadour with, like, these rockets and things, and I love it. The way that it, like, you just dig underground, it's very similar to Animal. Very similar to Animal, and I like that. However, it kind of makes sense why they didn't bring back Animal in this game. Or Animal might actually come back in this game. So there's kind of like returning ability, because we've seen returning abilities, but I think Animal may or may not come back in this game, because if Animal comes back in this game, that'd be hype. That means that they acknowledged, I think it's Squeak Squad it comes from. Or it's, Kirby in the mirror. In the Amazing Mirror. Anyway, the fact that Animal could come back in this game because of the heavy aesthetic of animals being enemies, that would be really fun. But also, Animal might not come back because of Digger. Because it's being replaced. That's a really cool attack. We gotta talk about this Kirby with a gun. Oh my goodness, this Kirby with a gun is insane. I love its little hat. That's a really good spread move. Wow, I think that could gain you a lot of air. And if you gain enough air, I think it could push you to other... It might sequence break some things. We saw a minute... Oh, yeah. But to go off with a gun, that's a horrible... So it seems like you have like these charge shots and you have these like spread shots. So it really is like you're playing like with a shotgun or a rifle. Very interesting that Nintendo let this happen. Like, oh my god. It seems that like we only get rifle in a later level, but you know, that's cool. I like that the lantern is also a star. I'm thinking that this is gonna be called... Oh, it's more like a pistol. It looks like a weird combination of a pistol with a shotgun. It's weird. Ooh, it's like a paper mache Eflin. So I think Eflin escaped. So in the story, I think Eflin must have escaped and Kirby landed on this new planet as like... Because it's a forgotten world, right? So this world has been forgotten to time. And not because people have forgotten about it physically. So Kirby goes into this new world and he is discovering the lands. I think that's just as more that's like a lot for the Kirby lore, to be honest. I think we just saw a new enemy, but we don't have what it particularly looks like. I'll just keep rewinding. So this looks like It could be like a certain animal. It looks like it could be like a mole or like a wolf or like a combination of both. Because we've seen that the gorilla enemy was like also like kind of like its own, like, I don't know if it was a combination of animals. I don't remember off the top of my head, but like it was a gorilla and like now we have like all these distinct animals. So very cool that we get this palm tree wispy woods that looks like a tougher boss. Like, I'm glad that we're going for even tougher bosses in this game. Jesus, I don't know what's up with Nintendo and making these Dark Souls level, like, aesthetic pleasing worlds, but man, Nintendo, keep doing it. This art style is just phenomenal to me. I wish they would make an entire game based around that art style. I don't know who's doing the art style for this, but this is gorgeous. So we have like a festival level. Oh, it's like, it's really cute. This level kind of freaks me out the most, because like, this aesthetic is very similar to Splatoon 3. And that gives me a wonder, like, what is Nintendo's obsession currently with like the post-apocalyptic, worlds? We just get Kirby, who's like a, like, Kenshiro. Like, he meets like a Kenshiro enemy. And it's like, Nintendo, please. I want Kenshiro to appear in this game. Or something. Or we get, like, Fighter Kirby. Or something. Or, like, a new variation, but it's just Kenshiro. I would die for that. I would live for that. Okay. So, again, we're fighting Meta Knight, as always. And that's Kirby in the Forgotten Land, really. I didn't really go much to the beginning, so... There's a lot of things returning in the beginning, like, with the power-ups. But we have, like, similar, but, like, newly contextualized movesets. Which is great. Like, we have this new tornado move where you're now, like, wivering and wavering. The hammer ability... Still the same as always. But now there's, like, more powers. Crash is back in this game. Glad that Crash is back in this game. let's talk more about Bandana D as we're here. Bandana D seems like he's gotten a lot of upgrades. Like, look at this. The Waddle Dee copter rains like spears from above, absolutely decimating everything. Waddle Dee might actually be a broken character in this game, and that's a fear that I can only surmount to. Oh my god. Like, I can only imagine how OP Waddle Dee would be. Maybe that's why Waddle Dee wasn't a part of Smash. It's because he's too powerful. That's why they made him more powerful in this game the most. Yeah, definitely. My god. I think that's like, I've covered practically everything that I wanted to cover. So, wow, this trailer was really good. Showed off a lot of things with the aesthetics. The fact that this is coming out in March 25th, 2022. Very, very exciting. Very exciting. Also, I was right about the post office over here. It's a post office. Very excited for this new Kirby game. I think that this might be one of the best Kirby games. This might actually beat Kirby 64 as the best Kirby game. I am really hyped for this game. This comes out in March, and man, like, that's really soon. That is so soon. It's like, that's insane to me. And, I think, like, other games are also coming out, like Chocobo Kart. And I think there's another game coming out during that time, too. During March. I'll think of it. But basically, wow, this trailer is so wonderful. I enjoy the graphics in this one, the new power-ups that we get, everything that's, like, new. It's like they've really, really tried to push the new open world aesthetic and, like, really pushed it for Kirby this time around. Like, it is wonderful what Nintendo / HAL Laboratories is doing. I can only imagine, like, what could we also explore further and further as we keep exploring more of the worlds. I am so excited for this game, and I hope you guys are excited for this too. Thank you guys for watching my reaction. You can always, you know, if you want, like, subscribe, do your funny things, and I think this was such a really good, this was just a great trailer. I was so hyped for this trailer. It was so cool. Yeah, so definitely my favorite power-up coming out of this one is Hunter Kirby, or Gun Kirby, as I think people are gonna call it. But, like, I think Hunter Kirby is probably would be the proper name for it. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.